Hey guys, Charles here, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you a rundown of my step-by-step link building strategy that I use for brand new websites. Of course, this strategy isn't going to be for every single website and needs to be optimized around your specific site and niche, but regardless, it's still a really powerful technique that I've used to rank websites into the hundreds of thousands of visitors per month. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. So before we actually get into the current strategy that I'm using and have been using for several months now to rank brand new sites, we're first of all going to actually have to ask ourselves quite a few questions. The first one is, how many links can my domain handle? Generally, when you're looking at this, you're going to have a look at domain age. Have you got a pre-existing domain? Have you bought it as an age domain? Is it an expired domain, or is it a fresh domain? Generally, fresh and expired domains, it's going to take a little bit of a longer approach to be able to build out links. Probably building like 1 link or 2 links a day maximum. You can't do the 10 links or so in one day that I have done in the past with a pre-existing authoritative and aged domain. You have to also look at the existing links that are already on there in case you want to have a look at how much anchor text a page or your domain has already, as well as have a look at your competitors' links. Do your competitors have active link building profiles? Do they actually continually build links every month or every week? And what kind of links do they have in place so that you know what kind of links you're actually going to be building, which is our next question. Do you need to build white hat backlinks? Do you need to build black hat backlinks, or maybe a bit of both? Is this a client website? Is it an e-commerce website that you own? Is it an affiliate website? What kind of links are your competitors using, and what will it take to outrank those competitors? As well as, what anchor text should you be using? This is probably the most important one. If your domain has pre-existing links, then make sure to analyze and work out in terms of the percentage ratios how much percent of the anchor text ratios is currently taken up by branded terms, other terms, etc. And then to actually gauge what kind of anchor text you should be using when building your link building campaigns, you want to have a look at what kind of anchor text ratios your successful competitors have got on their websites. So essentially, just go to Ahrefs or Majestic, export their links, and then do some quick maths in Excel to figure out what kind of anchor text ratios they're using. Obviously, it's not going to be completely accurate when you do it with Ahrefs and Majestic, but if you combined all those link checking data together, it should be pretty accurate in terms of what anchor text ratios they're actually using. Now, in terms of my actual link building strategy, I've been using this now for over a year to actually rank some pretty big websites. As you'll see on the left, I have a 4-month-old website which has just grown and grown and grown. Ahrefs obviously isn't completely accurate in terms of what actual traffic you're getting. The site on the left realistically actually does more like 500, 600 visits a month now, and the site on the right realistically actually does more like 28,000 visits a month. But obviously you can see the growth charts in them on both of these sites that I actually own or JV with other people. As a quick warning before we actually jump into this strategy, please do not follow this strategy to the absolute nook and cranny. You need to optimize this for your individual niche and site. I would also like to note that this strategy is not set up for local SEO sites, so I will put a link down in the description of this video below to go to my local SEO guide, which has a specific link building strategy on there, which will cost you exactly $0 to implement that link building strategy for local SEO sites, because generally local SEO is a lot easier. That being said, this strategy is extremely effective when used in affiliate niches. You can use it for e-commerce niches, and you can use it for your own personal websites as well to try and rank for national and possibly even international keywords, like we've done on the 2 sites that I just showed you in those examples. For obvious reasons, I'm not going to be telling you exactly how many links you should be building. Obviously, you have to do research based on your industry, site, and niche to be able to know how many links you're going to need to outrank your competitors. If you check out my video I did yesterday, which I'll put in the link down below, I show you how to analyze a niche and competing sites to be able to know what it will take to actually outrank them, including links, so you'll be able to find out how many links you'll need to outrank them via there. That being said, let's just jump straight into week 1 and 2, which is all about authority building, all about getting that trust straight into the site. So the first thing I obviously do is build social profiles, things like Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Pinterest, LinkedIn, anything where you can really get a no-follow link or even a do-follow link in some cases, such as Pinterest, by getting a profile up and ready, as well as it gives the extra trust signals to get social signals, etc. And you can use things like IFTTT or Buffer to syndicate posts and new pieces of content from your RSS feed straight onto your social profiles without having to continually go and post them onto each one. Next up, I do some real blog comments. These are legitimate blog comments on real blogs that are industry blogs related to your SERPs. Don't go and hire some stupid service that does this for you or hire VAs to go and do it. Do this yourself because you're wanting to write actual comments. This will help you further down the line build relationships with people so that if you want to actually go and guest post on that blog or potentially guest post on that industry blog, then people have already likely seen your name in their comment sections when approving or replying to you. And next up, I also want to put supporting content straight into place. This is basically supporting content not only helps your topical relevancy to help your money pages increase better, but it also gives us ways to spread your link building across the site. Unfortunately, you can't be building all of your links to your money pages, especially if it's a brand new site, because you're going to end up getting over-optimization penalties or sandboxes, which is going to cause problems. So you want to split the links that you're building across your site, and the best way to do this is via supporting content, writing related guest posts and infographics, etc., that have internal, partial, and exact match anchor text links, so that when you're building links to the supporting piece of content, those internal links help funnel the link juice back to the money pages that you are trying to rank. Week 3 to 8 is all about your juicy links, all about creating that juice straight to your site. So tier 1, generally I'll go with PBNs and guest posts, a mixture of both, trying to kind of compensate one for the other. PBNs is where you're going to be able to get your exact, partial match, etc. keywords. And guest posts is where you're going to be able to go a bit more white hat with your anchor texts and get some more branded stuff, as well as get maybe some author bio links straight to your homepage, etc., to help build up the overall authority of your website. Tier 2, we're just going to use some safe and cheaper PBNs. A lot of the time you don't even need to use tier 2 links, but I like using them just in case you want to power up your site that one step further than everyone else. Then week 3 to 8 is all about diversity. So straight away we're going to be doing free link wins, Reddit, Imager, BuzzFeed, etc. Q&A links such as Yahoo Answers. These are brilliant not only to generate good links from them, but also generate traffic. When it comes to Web 2.0s, I don't really go overly overboard with these 2.0s. I just try and build, 5 or 6 to help balance out the link profile anchor text and get some more links from some other sources rather than just on guest posts and PBN style sites when it comes to contextual links. Next up, we have high quality directories. Do not go and buy a Fiverr package of directories. This is not going to do anything for you. Individually purchase directories if you can, such as Best of the Web, such as Joant, and unfortunately Dmoz has recently announced that they're closing, so you can't get featured on there anymore. And then we next up have high quality document shares. This one is a bit of a mixture. If you have the time or money to invest into doing this, then create high quality slide documents, high quality PDFs, etc., and submit it to big sites like SlideShare so that you can get some really solid links from those kind of embeds and such, which Google actually can index and favor your site quite nicely. Next up, we've got review links. These kind of review sites are basically things like Review Trail. They help you create a profile page around your business, and not only will actually help you get a solid link from them, and a lot of the time these links are do follow, but they also add a trust signal and reputation management when people come to search your site because they see your site has a number of stars in the search results for your brand terms. And finally, if you can afford it again, infographic placements and submissions just to further help get those kinds of good diversity links across the site. Diversity links are really important. You cannot just use PBNs and guest posts, otherwise you're going to get over optimization in your link profiles, which essentially means that you have all of your links coming from the exact same kind of pages, coming from contextual, WordPress, etc., kind of blogs, and that's just not really good in Google's eyes. You want to mix up your link types, your no follow, do follow ratio, and these help sort out your anchor text ratio in the future as well. So that's pretty much it for the first kind of initial 2 months of link building. When you actually go to week 9 and onwards, you want to just continue building based on your current results. And my technique personally is I review the pages that I have got from my money pages, see where they're currently ranking, and review their kind of link profiles versus the competitors that are in number 1 and number 2. If the competitor has 10 more guest posts than you, then go out there and make 20. Especially if you're not ranking as highly. Don't forget that link building is not just the only thing when it comes to this kind of stuff. Again, if you haven't already seen it, check out my analysis video in the description down below. That'll teach you how to analyze not only the link profiles of your competing sites in your niche, but also review the on-page as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been Charles Float. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. You can follow me on Twitter at Charles_SEO or on Facebook /TheCharlesFloat. And don't forget, you can join my free 7-day SEO course at charlesfloat.co.uk/join. Have an awesome day. Peace.